pipeline coming through Alberta.
These First Nations leaders opposed Northern Gateway from the very beginning. They said Ottawa wasn't listening, but the federal court did.
It's a huge step in the right direction. I mean, we've always opposed this project, and I'm glad the court saw it that way today.
It was unacceptable, and that's the decision today. So we're ecstatic that what we went to go to court to validate was upheld.
Upheld in a federal court of appeals decision that strips Northern Gateway of its permits and criticizes the former Conservative government for failing to properly consult First Nations. We conclude that Canada offered only a brief, hurried, and inadequate opportunity that left entire subjects of central interest to the affected First Nations entirely ignored. The court says it all could have been avoided and that a short extension of time in the neighborhood of 4 months might have sufficed.
This was not a cavalier decision, and we think will stand the test of any appeal.
Lawyer Robert Janes represents one of the First Nations groups. He says this decision means the new Liberal government should kill the pipeline.
We think that if they read the concerns that are raised by the First Nation, that they will realize that this project just shouldn't be approved, and that they will just get on with that decision and frankly, put Enbridge out of its misery.
If I win the honor of serving as Prime Minister, the Northern Gateway pipeline will not happen.
That was Justin Trudeau's position when he was in opposition. Now in government, Trudeau's Natural Resources Minister says he will review the court decision. In a statement, Jim Carr's office said the government was committed to a nation-to-nation relationship with Indigenous peoples and wanted to restore public confidence in environmental assessments. The court decision doesn't kill Northern Gateway, but it is another setback and another delay, and it sends the entire project back to the federal cabinet to decide what happens next. While that's happening, Enbridge says it will study the decision and consult with its partners, but insists it is still committed to making Northern Gateway a reality. David Cochran, CBC News, Ottawa.